On the face of it, there are many reasons one might own a Prius C. Nowadays, you can pick one up for less than 15 grand. It gets slightly north of 40 miles to the gallon, and it shows everyone on the road that you didn't vote for Trump. And if that's all you're looking for, cheap transportation and possibly a homing beacon for other vegans, then this'll get you done. But if you care at all about things like comfort or going faster than 70 miles an hour, you're gonna be disappointed. The most upsetting feature by far are the seats, which were designed by someone with a severe spinal injury. Does this look natural? The seats are so uncomfortable, in fact, that they are capable of inducing scoliosis. Maybe they made the seats this way intentionally to distract you from the car's other flaws. For example, I'm barely noticing the amount of road noise in here, which sits somewhere between a busy sidewalk and the back of a 747. So, it's not necessarily brimming with creature comforts. But because it weighs as much as a third-generation Miata, maybe it could redeem itself with some sportiness. No. 0 to 60 takes longer than Grandpa in the bathroom. And top speed, well, that might as well be irrelevant, because in the entirety of the continental US, there's not a single road long enough for you to reach it. When Toyota was trying to find the top speed during their pre-production tests, the test driver actually died of old age behind the wheel. So, it's no hot hatchback. It's not even a lukewarm hatchback. But despite its sluggish performance, it managed to win the race for best-selling car in Japan 3 years in a row. And it's crowded in Japan. It may feel out of place on our wide-open American highways, but that's because it was designed for the tight streets of Tokyo. Fun fact, the C in Prius C stands for city. And navigating tight urban streets is one thing it does not suck at. The turning radius is quite good, as you'd expect from a car of this stature. Very capable of flipping an illegal U when you've missed the turn for the farmer's market. And when you arrive, its miniature size will allow it to fit in the tightest of metropolitan parking spaces. And when you're done with your shopping, you'll find it's very practical. Fold the back seats down, and you can fit a good amount of things inside as well. If you can stand the unrelenting spinal trauma, it'll happily get you and your organic produce around the city while using half as much gas as the average automobile. So then, it's the ultimate adversary to global warming. Or is it? According to Toyota, every time you don't buy a Prius, a polar bear dies. And while Prius ads are filled with trees and nature, there's strangely no mention of rare earth metals. What are those? For Toyota, they're a key component of electric motors and hybrid batteries. In fact, Toyota consumes so much that some metallurgists call the Prius the biggest user of rare earths in the world. As the name rare earth would imply, there's not exactly an abundance of these. At the rate we're going, scientists say we may run out in as little as 15 years. And since they're in our cell phones, our laptops, and even microwave ovens, running out might be a problem. What's more, the refining process for 1 ton of rare earths produces about 2,000 tons of toxic waste. Not exactly nature's best friend then, is it? No. Producing a Prius is not equivalent to planting a tree. However, Toyota stopped exporting the Prius C to America in 2019. So if you buy one used here in the US, you can drive it with a clean conscience, knowing that no additional neodymium was mined for your consumption. The guilty conscience part comes later. You see, unlike the gasoline gargantuans that roam our roads today, these Prius batteries can't be recycled. At the end of their useful life, they'll end up here. Their battery acid seeping into the soil and poisoning Mother Earth. How's that for global warming? Not good. And therefore, if you're the type of person who donates to Greenpeace and plants trees in the Amazon, driving a Prius is rather hypocritical.
If you really want to save the planet, you'd be better off with one of these.